Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today we are making a special traditional festival dish. This is the festival of Thiruvadirai, which falls on 2nd January this year, and this is celebrated for Lord Shiva. We pray to Lord Shiva, and particular food items are made as an offering to the god. For that we make two dishes. One is called as Thiruvadirai Kali and another is jaggery Kootu. Thiruvadirai Kali is a kind of a sweet dish made with rice, a little bit of dal and jaggery with some cardamom powder and cashewnut. So we will make the Kali first. For that I am going to dry roast 1 tablespoon of Moong Dal. So we are now dry roasting the Moong Dal till it is slightly reddish in color. The dal is roasted. Now let us remove it and keep it aside. In the same pan I have taken 1 cup of rice with this measure, and we are going to roast this also till it becomes reddish brown in color. This rice I had already washed and drained the water before adding to the kadai. So just wash the rice, drain the water and keep roasting it like this till you get a slightly reddish color. Now you can see the color of the rice, how it has changed, reddish brown color. Switch it off. Allow this also to cool. When cool, we have to grind this into a coarse rava consistency. So let us keep it aside till then. So while the rice is cooling, let us make the jaggery syrup. Here I have taken 1.5 cups of jaggery. 1 cup of rice, 1.5 cups of jaggery. Initially, let us just add about half a cup of water to this and allow it to come to a boil so that we can strain it to remove any impurities. The jaggery has dissolved completely and I have switched off the gas. Just strain it out so that in case there are any mud particles or sand, we can just remove those. Now we have ground this rice and dal to a coarse rava consistency. Next, let us take the filtered jaggery syrup back into the pan and add some grated coconut to it and allow it to come to a boil. See, we have only added half cup water to the jaggery syrup. Totally you need 2.5 cups. So again I am going to add 2 cups of water. 2 cups now, half cup with the jaggery, totally 2.5. Now allow this to come to a boil. This has started boiling. Just add 2 teaspoons of ghee to it. The syrup is boiling well now. Reduce the flame. Totally reduce it to the absolute minimum. And then keep on adding this rice dal mixture with one hand and continue stirring it with the other hand. It is boiling well and it has thickened slightly. The water has been absorbed. At this stage, just transfer it into another vessel which can fit into your pressure cooker. Now place this inside the pressure cooker and cook it for 3 whistles. Let us check our curry, how it has come. It has cooked well. Curry has cooked well. Now I have taken 4 teaspoons of ghee in this kadai and added a few pieces of cashew nut just to allow it to become golden brown. Meanwhile, you can take some cardamom powder and add to this curry. See, the cashew nuts are well roasted. Now remove this and pour it on top of the curry. Mix everything together thoroughly. So our curry is now ready. Just allow it to cool a little bit. It will become really nice and fluffy. No lumps at all. Keep it aside so that we can next begin the preparation for the kootu. Okay, now let us make the 7 curry kootu. 7 means 7 in Tamil. Okay, curry is the vegetables and kootu is the gravy, which is the mix of all vegetables. So this gravy generally has a minimum of 7 vegetables, but what happens, we start out with 7 and then we keep on adding more and more vegetables to it. So we need a wide variety of vegetables. Apart from that, some masalas which we need are Tuvar Dal, we need half a cup, a little bit of Channa Dal, some Daniya, mustard seeds, methi or Fenugreek seeds, Hing, coconut, red chillis and some oil. Apart from salt and turmeric powder, and very little of tamarind also, you extract the juice and add. The vegetables which are generally used for making this kootu, 7 curry kootu are, I have taken here ash gourd or white pumpkin as some call it. This is yellow pumpkin and sweet potato. These are essentially required, and regular potato, capsicum, carrot. These are broad beans, French beans, raw banana. I have taken cauliflower, and these are field beans. See, if you open it, you will get the seeds. We use the seeds in this. So as I told you, generally we begin with 7, but then when you add up more and more vegetables, it comes to more than 7, sometimes 9 or even 11 vegetables as you have today. Now that we have all the vegetables ready, our next step is to wash them thoroughly and then cut them into large size chunks. Let us start making the kootu. All the vegetables have been cleaned, washed, chopped and kept ready. Next, you take a very small gooseberry size piece of tamarind, soak in water and keep ready. Third step, take half a cup of Tuvar Dal and we have to pressure cook it. So into the pressure cooker, we will be cooking the Tuvar Dal as well as these mochakai or field beans. They will get cooked separately in the pressure cooker and then we will cook the other vegetables together. Now wash the dal and kept in this container, and wash the field beans and kept in the lower container with some water. I'm going to add a pinch of turmeric powder to the dal. Close it. Many of you have asked me about these containers. These are very readily available in South India in any store which sells steel utensils. You can get the size of the container according to your pressure cooker size. It's very convenient too. I have switched on the cooker. We will cook it for 3 whistles. Meanwhile, let us keep the other vegetables to boil. So heat a fairly large vessel, pour some water into it and bring it to a boil. The water is hot. Let us start adding the vegetables one by one. So this is the ash gourd or white pumpkin, and then I add the yellow pumpkin. The quantity of vegetables you add, it depends purely on the number of members in your family and how much you want to make. Total I have taken about 5 cups of vegetables on the whole. depending on the availability. As I said, we generally make with minimum 7 types of vegetables, but it becomes 9 or 11 or sometimes even 13 different types. So carrot, next the beans, then these are the broad beans and some capsicum. Also I am adding cauliflower. This is sweet potato, banana which I have peeled and chopped, and also potatoes peeled and chopped. Bananas, potatoes, sweet potato, keep them immersed in water once you have cut them. Here I have taken some green peas also. I am adding to that, and a handful of groundnuts. It adds to the taste. I am adding that also. Add salt to taste and a little bit of turmeric powder, and allow them all to cook together till all the vegetables are cooked, but they should not become mushy. They should be well cooked. Now the vegetables are done. You can just check it like this. See, it's all cooked. Keep it aside. While we are waiting for the pressure to be released from the cooker, let us make the masala paste. Just take about 1 tablespoon of oil. Add some coriander seeds, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 2 teaspoons of Channa Dal, and a few dry red chillies. Saute them together till the dal is browned. The chilli is roasted, the dals are brown. Add a cup of grated coconut to it. Mix it together. When cool, we'll grind it to a paste in the blender, adding a little bit of water. Our ground masala paste is ready. The cooker pressure has also been released. The dal is cooked. So also is the feed bean. We can just mash the dal a little bit. Now the vegetables are cooked. See this tamarind which we had soaked. Just add a little bit of water to it and add the extract. Next, add in the cooked dal. And also the field beans which we had pressure cooked, you can add that to it. Next goes in this ground masala. I had reserved some of the water in which the vegetables were cooked, so we won't waste that too. We'll just take out all the masala and add to it. And let it all come together and boil for about 2 to 3 minutes. I have taken 3 green chillies slit whole. Just add it also when this is boiling. It will give a good flavor to it. Add a few sprigs of curry leaves. Our kootu is now done. We are going to add a few finely chopped coriander leaves, and then the seasoning. Heat a tablespoon of oil, and to that add some mustard seeds, a little bit of methi seeds, 1/4 teaspoon, and some hing or asafoetida. The seasoning is ready. Just pour it over your Kootu. So the Kootu is also ready. See the consistency. It should be like this. Not too runny, not too thick also. Your Thiruvadirai curry and Kootu are now ready to be served. Just before serving, you can add a teaspoon of ghee over the curry. Do enjoy this Thiruvadirai curry and Kootu and share your experience with me on Geeta's Kitchen. And please subscribe to Geeta's Kitchen for more such easy, tasty recipes. Thank you.